Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins, author of The Shift, Moving from Victim to Explorer to Result. Welcome to day one. You've seen the introduction video, so you have an expectation of what we will be doing. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video topic. And today's topic is, it's time to let the anger go, people. You know, it has costed me, it's costed you way more than just the bad feelings towards someone else. It has costed us some health issues, it has costed us unbelievable stress that has played out in so many ways. And I'm going to talk a little bit about anger today because I've spent my whole life battling this demon. I've been angry since I was born. When you grow up in apartheid South Africa in abject poverty, we're surrounded by violence and not a way out, then you're angry. When you grow up in oppression, you are angry. You believe that someone else is to blame for your life situation. And that is true to a degree. And you have to establish to what degree that is true for you. Because if you're still angry about something that happened 20 years ago now, then you have done nothing. No self-development, no getting to a new place. And if you only do it as a survival tactic, then the victim that was there at the beginning will be in the present. And you will kind of not move your life forward. You will have no new thinking on it. You will have no new creativity about this. The anger is like a big explosive device inside of you, but it is absolutely covered with little detonation buttons. And until you get a handle of what those detonation buttons are, and when you pick it, how does it detonate every time, you're going to be at the whim of your anger pattern. And it's always going to look like someone else is doing it to you. But the truth is, you create it. You bring it to life. And I'm going to explain to you how that happens. It first starts with the thinking. When you're a victim, you think about all the ways in which you were wrong. Right? So you're looking at someone and you think, oh, they have done this to me, and they've said this to me, and whatever it is. I know this because I've done this. And when the thinking turns into a conversation in your head, you don't know that you're stirring up this anger. You're now feeding it. And then it only takes a small little trigger. And you fight someone else. But you don't fight them on the grounds of the actual situation or whatever you believe the transgression is. You fight them from the voice in your head. And the voice in your head is the voice that is unreasonable, that is the victim. So you appear unbalanced for the situation. It's actually your pain transfer that moment. You're speaking from your pain. And when you speak from your pain, nobody hears you. And that will infuriate you even more because now another button gets pushed and now you're off to the races. The worst thing is, you will be surrounded by other people because it's very hard for any person to bring you to life when you're on that place. Because in that moment, there's another thing that shows up. It is your ability to fight to be right. And until you give up that right fighter in you, you will not address the anger in your life. When you give up the right fighting in you, you are open to seeing someone else's point of view. No matter how crazy it may appear to you at the time, but let it percolate, let it simmer. You see, everybody has something to teach you. When your anger shows up and you believe this is happening to you, they are just holding up the mirror to have an opportunity to see your behavior reflecting back at you. And when you come to your senses, You will say, oh my God, I overreacted. I could have handled that situation better. And I'm going to be the first to admit that I have been guilty of this countless times. I've been very explosive in my life. But you will never say that now. And that's the work of decades of self-discovery. Decades of ways of re-representing aspects of me that used to control my life. And that's a lot of me's that I've used in this video, but it was just simply to illustrate the point. So my question to you today, are you ready just today, just give up the anger? And I don't mean give up the anger like a big thing. Just let it slide, man. Just slowly loosen your grip. If that's the best you can do today, just loosen your grip on the anger and see what else transpired. See what else is there to see. The biggest thing with the anger is, if you keep practicing it, it actually turns you into the very person that you blame and the very person that you hate. You become them. That anger has become your daily mantra, your daily affirmation. And until you are willing to create a different affirmation, the anger will control you. So until tomorrow, have a great day, look after you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.